Good morning. Good morning. Hi, Miss Penny. Oh, good morning. Good morning. You waiting for your breakfast? You're waiting? You're such good babies. Waiting for their food. I'm so excited for their breakfast. I'm so excited for their breakfast. Can you sit? Good job. Thank you very much. Enjoy.
Hey friends, what is up? It is Jenna. Welcome back to another solo Sunday vlog. You guys can see this morning I just had a chill morning, fed the dogs, had breakfast. I had some bagel bites for breakfast, which bagel bites are one of my favorite things ever. So you might see more of those in solo Sunday videos. But yeah, this weekend has been pretty chill. It's actually been a very game-filled weekend. We had some friends over on Friday night, played some games. We played Lacrimosa as well as Potion Explosion, which I just put away, which when I put Potion Explosion away, oh boy, I should have put all the marbles back in a bag, which I did not. I just left them in the like Potion Explosion contraption, and that is going to be quite the interesting game to open up when I play it next. But yeah, after that, on Saturday, which was yesterday, I went to a local convention, which is BeaverCon. Shout out to my friend Donna. She actually started this convention, and this is the second convention that Donna has done. Basically, it is a female only and female presenting only convention, which is really nice. Just hanging out with a bunch of females and women and playing games, and it's been really fun. So yeah, that was yesterday. I played a ton of games yesterday. I think I probably played like 9 or 10 games, which is awesome. But this is the bag that I brought to the convention yesterday, so I desperately need to unpack this. You guys also saw this morning that I printed out some stuff to play Trekking Through History solo. So we have the rules here, and then I printed out all of the different like solo AI boards, but I only cut out and put together the like easy version, because there's easy, medium, hard, and extreme for difficulty. So I figured the first time that I'm playing this, I'm gonna play it on easy, and then possibly the next time I'll go up to medium or hard or extreme if it is really easy. But yeah, I'm excited to play that. I'm also going to go around and grab all of the games that were decided on for this Solo Sunday video, which if you guys do not know, over on my Patreon, I always have my Patreon link down below. All of my patrons get to vote on the games that I play for this video series. So yes, there are like 5 or 6 that I'm going to gather. I don't know if I'm going to play 6 of them today because a lot of them are like slightly bigger games. Trekking Through History is like a bigger box game, like it's a standard Ticket to Ride size box. So it is like a bigger game, I guess. It's not like a smaller box roll and write or anything. I finally got to play Intarsia or Intarsia, I'm not sure how to pronounce it. Played that yesterday, loved it. And then these are all the games that I brought. We didn't play Creature Caravan. We did not play Rock Hard 1977. Those are 2 games that I actually played last weekend. I also have Mesos, which I learned, but we didn't get to play. And then I have a bunch of like smaller games at the bottom here. We got Tree Society. We got Hooky, which I finally purchased my own copy of Hooky, which makes me so happy. I brought Scara Bray, which I still really want to play that one. Multiplayer. I've played it solo, which I should play it solo again because it was fun. And then also I brought a bunch of small card games that we were able to play a few of them. I have Pixies, Panda, Dog Poker, which we actually played yesterday and was very fun. And we also have 1 AM Jailbreak by Sashi and Sashi, and then Hyuga by Sashi and Sashi, which is a remake or retheming of Before the Guests Arrive. And then also at the convention at BeaverCon, there was a bring-and-buy, and I purchased Broom Service, the card game, because I love Broom Service, the like board game. So figured I would enjoy that. But those are all the games that I had in here. Oh, I also have my Instax camera. But that is everything here. I'm going to put these away, and then I'm going to grab all of the games that I'm hoping to play today. It's going to be like 6 or 7 games, and I'll kind of decide which ones we will play. And then we'll get right into it, which I'm very excited. Also, another thing is tomorrow my brother is coming over because we are finally getting our backsplash in our kitchen done. So my brother's doing our backsplash for us. And we have had our kitchen, because we did a kitchen renovation like 2 years ago. It was at the end of 2022. So over 2 years ago, actually. Or was it the end of 2023? No, I think it was the end of 2022. We got our kitchen redone, and still to this date we don't have a backsplash. So we're finally getting the backsplash done. I am so excited. So that's another thing that I have to do today, is I have to like take everything off of our counters, wipe down the walls where the backsplash is going to go, and then also like just clean up and make it all ready for my brother tomorrow. I'm also going to help him tomorrow as well, but yeah, that's something that I'm very excited about because it's been a long time coming, and our kitchen will finally feel like completed. So Anyways, let's get to putting these games away, grabbing those solo games, and let's get to playing some solo games. Alright friends, so I have finally set up Trekking Through History, which this one doesn't actually have, or at least not with the copy that I have, it doesn't have a solo mode in the box, but I do think the most recent printing of Trekking Through History, which they have like changed the box art and stuff, but that version of it I do think has the solo mode within the box and within the rules. But this one, like I said, I did have to print off. They have like a free print and play that you can print off. But yeah, I have it set up here. It is a pretty simple game where basically you're just drafting these different cards that are different times in history, pretty like prevalent times. And the cool thing is like it actually has a little paragraph on the back of each card that explains each of these different times and each of these different kind of events. But yeah, basically you're drafting one and then you're adding it into your Trek Through History and you're wanting it to be in chronological order. You can draft one that's not in chronological order, but then that kind of stops and halts your Trek. And then you have to take those cards, place it into a pile, and then based off of your Trek, you're going to get victory points for how long it is. So 1, 2, 3, 4, you get 4 victory points, 5, you get 7, 6, you get 10. So the more cards that you have in your Trek, the more victory points you get. And then also, whenever you take one of these cards, you're going to be moving your little stopwatch on the clock here, which the components in this game are really, really nice. And the look of this game is absolutely stunning. So that is like one thing right off the bat that I'm like, I love the look of this. These green tokens here, I don't know if you guys can see them, but they are absolutely beautiful. And they have like a little leaf like branch on them and it just makes me very happy. So yeah, basically each card is going to have a certain amount of time that you're going to have to spend in order to draft it. And it's always going to be the player that is in the back that's going to be next in turn order. So the longer time or the more time that it takes to take one of these cards, the possibility of your opponent going to be able to get multiple turns before they're in front of you again so that you can take your turn again. So with these cards, you're going to get these different kind of chips here of different colors. There's red, yellow, green, blue. Purple is wild, and then we also have these time tokens that you can use in order to make the time one less. You can spend multiple time tokens to have a discount on the time that you have to go forward in order to draft these cards. So if you have one that takes 5 time, you can try to spend some time tokens so you don't have to move forward 5 time on the clock. And then you're going to be placing those little tokens into this here. You're going to be placing from the top to the bottom, and then every time that you cover up certain things or you have things in like a line, you're going to get certain kind of rewards. So there's a lot of like victory points. If I cover up this one here, I'm going to get another time token, so on and so forth. The AI, like I said, they have their own here. I'm going to be getting a new sheet every single day. I believe we're going to play over 3 days, if I'm not mistaken. I will have to check exactly how many kind of rounds or days that we play, but I'm going to get a new one of these every single day, whereas the AI is just going to have this long one that they're going to be filling from the top to the bottom, and they're going to be getting different things, taking things away from me, drafting cards here as well. So yes, I think that's everything. There's a big stack of these guys here that I can take from, and I'm very excited to play this. So I'll probably, you know, play my first turn or something on camera, and then I'll speed it up and then tell you guys about it after. But the other games that I have here that I'm going to try to play today, I think the next one that I'm going to play is maybe Cascadito, because it's a little bit of a quicker, simpler game. This is the roll and write version of Cascadero, which I have played Cascadero, and I've been really interested in Cascadito because it is the roll and write version, and I love roll and writes. It is Ina Tool artwork, and it is by Reiner Knizia from Bitewing Games. I purchased this myself at PAX Unplugged, so I'm excited for that one. We also have Habitats from All Play, which I'm excited to dive into. We have Your Best Life, which is another, it's like a flip and write, which is really cool. I'm going to explain that one to you, but it's a game that I've wanted to play for so long, so I'm so excited to play that one. And then also we have Blueprints of Mad King Ludwig, which I learned last night, and I'm very, very excited to play that one. So that one is from Bezier Games, and it's like again, a flip and write or like a draft and write. So those are the 5 currently. There's a possibility that I might just play those 5, or I might play an additional one to make it 6, but I don't want to push myself to play too many things and start to make these solo Sundays like stressful, because, you know, solo gaming is supposed to be nice and comforting. So I'm gonna put on some music in the background, we're gonna play some games, and I'm not going to put any pressure on myself because, you know, we're not here for that. So let's play Trekking Through History. All right, so I am first player, and I am wanting to maybe get like a red, a blue, and a yellow, because if I do that, then I'll get 2 victory points. But also I kind of want, you know, a bit of everything. So I think right off the bat, like I said, you're trying to make kind of a trek of time. So I'm gonna try to go back in time as much as possible. I don't want to take this one. This one is 708 BCE. So this one I would only get 1 blue, but this one here is 2021 BCE. So I might do this one. It's the same number of time as this one, but I also get what is printed on the mat here. So I get a blue and a red, which I think is great. And this costs me 2 time. So I'm gonna add that to my trek. I'm gonna move forward 1, 2, and then I am going to get a blue and a red, and I'm gonna place those into here. These are, I think they're called experiences, and this is your itinerary. So that is my turn. This one is going to get placed here. And then the AI is always going to take the one that is furthest back in time that still aligns with their trek. So they're still trying to get their trek as well. So the one that is furthest back in time is this one right here that I did not take. So I'm going to add that to their trek. That is them. They are going to get a red and a blue, actually the exact same as me. They are also going to go 1, 2 on the time track, and they are on top here. So that is actually going to mean that they're gonna go again, which is not great. So they're gonna add the red and the blue here. This is going to go here. And then, ooh, I really wish that this one came out earlier, because this is actually before 2021 BCE, it's 342, but it would get me 2 reds and a wild, which is kind of nice. But the next one is actually this one here, which this is 4 time, but it would get me 2 reds, a wild, and a yellow. So I think what I'm going to do is I'm going to take 1271. It says travel the Silk Road with Marco Polo. So I'm going to add this to my trek. And this is going to, like I said, be 4 time, but I think I'm going to use a time crystal to make it 3. Oh, frick. Just kidding, everyone. It's actually not my turn. What was I thinking? Jenna, calm yourself down. It is actually still the AI. And they're going to take the next one, which is going to be this one for them, to add this to their trek. This is going to cost them 3 time, thank goodness. 1, 2, 3. That's going to go there. but they are going to get 2 reds and a wild. So we're going to take those and this. They're going to add 1 and 2. And then the wild is always going to be added to the highest and most to the right, I believe, because I think green is like their most powerful to gain. So they're going to add that wild to the green column, and then that is going to be their turn. So it is now back to me. And I think I'm still going to go with the same one here. And I am going to still do the same thing, which is I'm going to pay 1 time crystal, which is going to make it, instead of 4, 3 for me. So 1, 2, 3. That puts me on top now. So I actually get to take another turn after this, which is great. And I am going to get 2 reds, a wild, and a yellow, which is fantastic. So my yellow is going to be placed here. That actually completes this row here. That gets me 2 victory points. And then we have 1 red, 2 red. That actually covers up another 2 victory points. So I go 1, 2. And then I have a wild, which I could either place it on the blue, or I might actually place it on the green, because that will get me a time crystal. So I get my time crystal back that I used before. Okay, so I'm going to continue with this. I feel like this is a very simple game, but I'm really liking it so far. It's very satisfying being able to like place the chips onto your itinerary, or your experiences onto your itinerary, and kind of managing the time and your time crystals and stuff like that. So hopefully this goes well. Wish me luck, but it is now my turn again. So let's do this. Alright, so I am all finished playing Trekking Through History, which I actually really enjoyed it. I don't know how much replayability it has. I am interested to play it at a higher difficulty because it wasn't easy, but I did beat the AI. I got 78 the AI got 71 on easy mode. And I do think that if I paid attention more to what the AI was going to be getting, I could have done even better. But most of the time I was honestly just focused on the cards that I wanted and the cards that were best for me. And I didn't really do any like hate drafting of the AI. But yeah, there are 3 other difficulties, so I wouldn't mind playing more of it, playing through those difficulties, seeing how well I can do with those difficulties. There's additionally these things here, which are time warps, I'm pretty sure. There are like 2 different types of time warps, and there's activated and unlimited. And player turn changes. On your turn, instead of taking a history or ancestor card, you may use an activated time warp. So these might be like different abilities. It does say here on the front, warning, you are about to enter a time warp. That's kind of cute. Do not open until you've played the basic game at least once. So obviously I wanted to play the base game first, but these seem to be a fun little addition that I didn't actually know about until I saw this in the package. But gain the benefits from your most recent card. Okay, so these are all like, they still require time, but then you can use it, which is kind of cool. And that's probably why, I was wondering why there were 2 of these tokens here, because you only use 1 for your scoring, but then I guess you use the other one when you use the time warps. So this would be a fun addition. I'm excited to try that out, but we'll see. I enjoyed it, but like I said, it is a pretty, like the rule set is pretty simple, but it was still fun, puzzly, and I'm excited to play it some more. I don't know how many more times I would play it, but I enjoyed it for that first play, and then I'm sure I'll enjoy it for a few other plays. But yeah, let me quickly clean these up. The components in this game are absolutely fantastic. I cannot get over how beautiful these little chips are. And you get like a neoprene mat and all of the different components, these like clocks and stuff. So cool and top notch. Okay, I do remember Trekking Through the World being, oh whoopsie, the Trekking Through the World was really nice components as well. So Underdog Games has really nice production, and that like kind of adds to the play for me, because it's very like satisfying and deluxeified. So yes, I'm going to finish cleaning these up, and then I'm going to set up, I think, blueprints of Mad King Ludwig. I do still have to watch the solo mode instructions, because I did last night watch the how to play, but that was like the base game how to play without the solo mode, because apparently the solo mode is just pretty similar to the basic game, the multiplayer game. So that is always nice. Okay, this will go here. These go here. And then somehow I'm gonna have to fit everything else into here. Where does this go? Does this go here as well? And then the clock goes over top. Oh, the clock goes over top after you put the mat in. All right, I'll see you guys in a little bit. Okay, friends, so I am back, and we are going to play Blueprints of Mad King Ludwig, which, as I am watching more and more videos of this game, I don't know why it's taken me so long to get to the table, because it looks very fun, and I think the most fun part of it is like drawing in the rooms, which I'm very excited to do. There's lots of different like objectives and stuff that you're going for, and I'm not like 100% sure the like final scoring and stuff, so we'll see how I do based off the fact that I do not really fully know the final scoring. But once I've actually scored them, I will then know better for the next game. Also, apologies if the lighting in this video is not very good. I'm using my new camera, and usually, like when I have used my new camera thus far, I've used it filming like sit-down videos where I have controlled lighting and stuff, and this is a vlog, so I'm kind of just using like natural light from the window. I opened the window before when it was not as sunny, and then it got pretty sunny, so I had to like close so I have like the shade kind of blind down. So I don't know how good the lighting is. We will see when I edit this video. But it's looking a little bit dark on the viewfinder, but I could be wrong. But anyways, yes, we are going to start playing this. I have a few cards that I have to choose, or actually I only have one. So I have these two bonuses here, which, ooh. Oh, I don't like these. I might get new bonuses because these ones kind of suck. This is 5 victory points for each of your living rooms, which each color is going to be a different type of room. And then this one is 4 victory points for each of your unused rewards. I don't like either of these. So this is my video, my rules. I'm going to say I don't like these. They're going to go to the bottom of the pile, and I'm going to choose 2 new ones. So these are basically bonuses are like endgame objectives. So we have these here. Oh, okay. Don't love that one, but we're gonna have to deal with these because I'm not gonna continue discarding until I like them. But this one here is 2 victory points for each of your bonus cards. So these are bonus cards. I can get more by completing orange rooms. So we have that. And then this one here is 6 victory points for each of my 1 size rooms, which there is some 1 size rooms in this pile. I basically had to take 30 random cards from here out of a whole deck of rooms. This is for the solo mode. You have 30 cards, and then once those 30 cards are gone, that is the end of the game, which I do believe that means it's a 10-round game, because each round there's going to be 3 room cards that I'm going to be choosing from. I'm going to choose one, and then the other 2 are going to go into a discard pile. And that discard pile, or reserve they call it in the game, I am going to be competing against the reserve or discard pile, because that's going to kind of work as another player for these different challenges here that you randomly choose. So whoever has the most swans at the end of the game, either me or the reserve pile, will get 15 victory points. This is whoever has the most size 5 rooms at the end of the game will get 15 victory points. This is whoever has the most green rooms. And then this is the total size of the red rooms, which are the activity rooms. So I'm going to try to go for those objectives there as we go through these 10 rounds. And these are my bonuses, like I said, and I can get more of these bonuses as I go through the game with the orange rooms. And then I also picked 3 decree cards here. These are royal decrees, and basically I'm going to be able to start with one of these. So I have to choose one, and I think some of them are objectives, some of them are like things you start with, and some of them are like ongoing abilities or something. But this is 1 victory point for each room in your moat, or attached to your moat, I guess. Don't love that. The moats in this game kind of confuse me a little bit, but I'll figure it out. This here is take a face-up room each time you draw a moat. So I think, based off of me not liking the moats, I'm going to discard those 2, and I'm going to do this one here, which is just going to be that I am starting with 2 of my kind of expansions already unlocked, because basically at the start of the game you only have a certain kind of square that you are building in, and then with the green buildings, which I will say starting with this is not great because I'm going to be doing a lot of green rooms because of this tile here, that I'm probably going to be able to unlock these expansions with my green rooms, because that's the like benefit of building green rooms. So it might be like overkill me starting with 2 flags already filled in, but I think I'm okay with that. So I'm going to do this. So that means I am going to start with 2 of these unlocked, and I'm definitely going to unlock this one here. So that's going to allow me to extend up to this first line here. And do I want to maybe do one of the left or the right? Maybe. Let's do the left here. So I'm able to go all the way to the edge here and up to here. that's nice. So I have this bigger area here that I can use. All right, so that's gonna get discarded. These are gonna get discarded. I don't believe I can gain any more royal decrees, so I'm going to put those off to the side. And I think we're going to get right into this. So the first thing that I do have to do is I have to decide which type of room this foyer is going to be. And based off of things, I think I'm going to make it a red room, because red rooms, every completed red room, and when I say completed, all the doors that are within the room have to go into another door, if that makes sense. It can't just go into nothing. Yeah, I think every completed red room is going to get me 8 victory points. So if I'm able to complete this room here. Also, I just have a feeling this is gonna take me a while to play because I'm such a perfectionist when it comes to like coloring and stuff. I just actually recently got into like adult coloring. I, for Christmas, got a few like coloring books and markers, and it's been fun. It's been very like therapeutic and relaxing. So it's been nice. So yes, I am a little bit of a perfectionist when it comes to coloring and like coloring in the lines and stuff. But I'm gonna just based off of, you know, time and not wanting this game to take too long, I am going to quickly do that. So my foyer is an activity foyer. I don't know what that means, but that means that I do have for my first swan here, basically once you've collected 4 swans, you get to build your first moat. So I have 1 swan there. We are going to be scoring for most swans as well. So yes, I believe that is everything. I am going to write in my name and stuff at the top here. So I'm going to do Jenna Rose. It is, what's today? I think it's the 19th, January 19th, 2024. And our castle is going to be Flora, Castle Flora. Oh, that sounds beautiful. I'm going to name it Castle Flora. We love that. Okay, so that is everything for the setup here. I need to focus on all of the things that I need to do. And then we are going to flip over the first 3 rooms. Oh, there's a funny story. When I was shuffling all of these cards, I do this really funny thing where just random things that happen throughout the day, like I would be like, oh, this next song that comes on is representing my life. And then I see what song it is and I laugh about it. Different things like that every once in a while I just do. And I was shuffling the cards and one of the cards fell onto the table. And I did that thing again, and I was like, ooh, whatever room this is, like describes my life right now or something. And I flipped over the card, and the card was Panic Room. So there's that. Yeah. funny thing there. I'm okay. It's fine. I just thought it was funny. Okay, so the 3 rooms that I have here, there is a room size of 3, room size of 4, and room size of 1. One's a red, which I really like the look of that, but I don't really think that's going to do much. Honestly, I'm kind of tempted to do this purple one. It is a living room. It is size 1, which I do have. For each of my room size 1, I get 6 victory points. So this would be 6 victory points here. But it has 4 rooms, or 4 doors. And in order to complete this, I would have to connect all 4 of those doors, which might be pretty difficult, but I could possibly make it work, maybe. Alright friends, so we are all finished with Blueprints of Mad King Ludwig, and I did clean it up already, but I do have my like finished sheets here. I did have to get some like fake lighting because my lighting started getting bad, so it might look weird, but I should probably stop mentioning it. No one cares, Jenna. The lighting's fine. Yeah, I did not do well at all in Blueprints of Mad King Ludwig. I scored a total of 180 points, which is not good at all, judging by the like chart in the back of the book for the solo mode. So I will definitely be playing that one again because I really enjoyed the gameplay of it. I loved drawing in all of the rooms on this little like vellum sheet and trying to score as many victory points as possible. I just was not paying attention to a lot of the cards that were going into the pile of the AI. They ended up beating me in like 3 or 2 of the different like objectives that you were going for. So I kind of didn't get many points for that. And then I didn't really do a lot of chaining of actions and stuff. So I just think I need to get better at the game. So yeah, I'm excited to play it more. I really enjoyed it. I think I might have enjoyed Blueprints more than I did Trekking Through History. I'm not sure. I really liked both of them and I do want to play them more. But anyways, I'm now moving on to the next game, which I will say I just watched a how to play of this and it seems very simple. This is kind of similar to, if you guys have seen the Cascadia Rolling Hills and Rolling Rivers, where basically it has 4 different maps that you can play with. So I'm playing with map number 1, but there is also map number 2, 3, and 4 in the box, just like Cascadia, Rolling Hills, and Rolling Rivers. And the higher the number, the more complex the map is. So there's more added to it as you go through the maps. So I'm just playing the most simple version of it. Basically, you're rolling these dice, and then in the solo mode, you are simply just drafting 2 of those dice in order to place things into here, and then you're playing over, I think it is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11 rounds, which is a little bit odd. That's a very weird number of rounds, but yes, that is pretty much it. You're just drafting 2 dice per round, and you're putting in X's and different things to go up tracks and stuff. So yeah. I'm not quite sure how I feel about this one yet. We will see. I'm going to start playing it now, and then I will let you guys know after. It does seem just very easy, but again, that might just be because it is the first map and there's not a ton to it. Basically with this one, there are the 4 different colors. There's blue, yellow, orange, and pink, but also some of the other maps have white as well. So when I roll the dice, if I roll a blank on one side, those get taken out. And if I roll a white, then those get taken out. So, all right, so those 2 are out. And I have orange, 2 pinks, and a blue to choose from. So. Okay, so I'm finished with Cascadito. This took maybe 15 minutes to play, not even. You literally have, like I said, 11 turns. You can actually play a more challenging, quicker version of it too, where you cross out 2 of the turn markers on the solo turn track. So you actually only have 9 turns instead of 11, which are 2 very weird. I don't know why they didn't do like 10 turns and then 12 turns. Maybe it ended up being too easy in that respect. I'm not 100% sure, but I can see right now that like there's no other areas that I could connect to get me any more bumps on the tracks. So maybe that is why. Maybe if you even had 1 more turn, like it wouldn't help you in any way because there's no more spots. But But yeah, it was okay. It's definitely very simple. I am interested to play the other 3 maps because those do add a little bit of complexity to it. I will say that I wasn't like the hugest fan of Cascadito. So going into this, I knew the general gameplay I already didn't like, but I was hoping putting it into a roll and write would make me really like it. It was, I'm not saying I don't like it, because I did enjoy it. It was very nice, tranquil, rolling some dice, drafting dice, and then putting X's on here to then connect the different colors and go up these different tracks. But other than that, there's not too much going on. You have some objectives up here that you're going for, which I achieved 4 of the 5 of them. The 5th one that I didn't do was going up the boat track all the way to the end, which in order to go onto the boat track, you have to skip taking a die and just saying, I'm not going to take a die, I'm just going to X out 1 space on the boat track. I believe when you get to the question mark spots, instead of Xing out something on the map, you can X out something on the river. I think so. I could have done that in order to propel myself up the river a little bit more, but most of the time I was trying to complete different things on the map, so I was using those wild X's for that. But yeah, you can connect the 2 of the same color in order to gain more bumps on the track, and that's pretty much all that's going on. So this first map is very simple, and I knew that going into it. It was a nice experience, but it wasn't a mind-blowing, amazing experience. So yes, that is everything for Cascadito. I am going to, like I said, play the other 3 maps at some point, not today, but I do want to because the overall gameplay was nice. It just, I feel like it needs more to it in order for me to enjoy it more. So yes, I'm gonna put this away, and then I'm actually gonna head upstairs because I'm going to make Francis and I some dinner. We actually just recently started doing HelloFresh, so I'm gonna make us some, I forget what it's called, easy peasy chicken tetrazzini. So I'm very excited for that because I do love a good pasta dish. So I'm gonna go make that, and then we're gonna come back here, and then I have 2 more games to play. I want to play Your Best Life, and then I also want to play Habitats from All Play. So yes, we're gonna get to those 2. I feel like those 2 are pretty short-ish games. While I am cooking dinner, I'm going to learn how to play Habitats. I watched a How to Play of Your Best Life a while ago, but I think I might refresh on the rules for that one. And then we'll play those, and then later tonight, this probably won't be in the vlog, maybe it will, but I do have to clear off all of our counters and wipe everything down and stuff for our backsplash going in tomorrow. So yes, let's go make some dinner. All right, so I am back from dinner. I am having some dessert, which is some Ben & Jerry's half-baked ice cream. But I've actually decided I am going to play Your Best Life now. I watched a video, or I kind of sped through a little bit of a video just to refresh myself on Your Best Life, just because I didn't remember fully all of the rules, and it made me really want to play it. So I'm gonna play this. I haven't learned Habitats yet, but this is the Habitats rulebook. It is literally just 1 page of rules, so I feel like it's not that difficult of a game. It's like a tile laying game. It looks quite fun. It looks quite puzzly, so I'm excited to play it. But we'll play that afterwards. It says about 40-minute playtime, which this one here says it is 45 minutes, so they're both around the same amount of time. And it's pretty late. Francis and I actually decided to do the kitchen first before I came back down here. After dinner, we cleared off our entire counters, and then I wiped down the counters and the walls and stuff, just so that's all ready for tomorrow. So I can stay down here and play a little bit later than I thought I was going to be, because I don't have to do that anymore because it's already done. So yes, anyways, we're going to play Your Best Life, which is a flip and write, action selection and write. Basically, there's these 4 cards here. I don't know if you guys are going to be able to see, but there are 4 cards in a line that have different icons on them. And basically, in multiplayer game, this game can actually play up to 8 people. And the cool thing about this game is that you can play it in teams, or you can decide to play it alone, like by yourself as one player, because you're either playing as a single family or you're playing as a couple family. So you can play it, you're like, you still have your own individual sheets, but you're playing as like one couple family. And you can play it all together with some people choosing to be in couples and some people choosing to be singles, which I think is very cool. But I think this one will really shine at solo because you can play it as a single family. I have named my character. My name is Rosalie Sage. I tried to make it all like plant and garden themed, and I guess herbs too. So my name is Rosalie Sage. I am from Fernville and my hobby is gardening, and my career is I am a dance teacher. So that is me. I also have a few things here. I have 2 background cards that I can choose from. I think in the rules it actually says that you're just supposed to get 1 background card, but I wanted some choice, so I gave myself 2 background cards. I have 2 personal goals, and then I have 2 shared goals, which as a single family you still have a shared goal, but if you are in a couple you both share a goal, if that makes sense. So everyone is still going to have a personal goal and a shared goal, but the couples will actually share the goal, whereas the single person will just have it for themselves. But yeah, basically every person is going to have a little icon. There are 8 different icons. There's 4 different birds and then 4 different flowers, and I chose the green flower. And basically you're just going to place your tile onto the card that you want to do. Some cards have 3 icons, and some cards also have these stress symbols at the bottom. So whenever you see a stress symbol, you do have to roll some stress dice, and you're trying to avoid having stress in your life. You can decide to relax, take a relax action, I guess, and you can get rid of stress, but then also taking the actions or the actions on action cards that have these dice, stress dice, then that's going to make your stress go up, obviously. So it's kind of fun little puzzle of managing your stress. But you're also just going to do whatever the icons are on the cards that you choose. So this one here, I get a like health icon, a thumbs up icon, and a book icon. So the health one is a bunch of different tracks that are like rest, meditation, nutrition, and sport. And then the thumbs up icon is, I think, for like social media and stuff, which I think is funny. There's also like a friendship and romance area. You have the book, which is education and creativity. You have a little time thing here, which is going to be both for business and career, and then also a pet and family. You can actually have like kids and stuff in this game, which I think is very fun. And then you also have an expenses area here that you have your home, your vehicle, and then possibly going on vacation. So those are all the things there. You also have the stress down here that you have to manage. And basically if you have that icon to use, you just X out the furthest to the left on each of these different tracks, and you're going to be able to chain things in different ways, which it seems easy enough. I don't fully 100% know the rules, but it's very simple. The rule book's not big, and I'll just have to maybe look a few times for like small little things here and there, but the overall gameplay is pretty simple. We're gonna get right into it. I am going to first, before I get into it, choose my background. I have first love and I have spiritual. I would say Rosalie Sage is very spiritual, so I think I'm going to do that. I'm going to take my background card, which is I am very spiritual. And then for my personal goal, I have 2 options here. I have opportunist and doctor. Do I want to do doctor? No, not really. I'm a dance teacher. Let's do opportunist. She's very opportunist, spiritual person. And then lastly, we have shared goal. Oh, great. That sounds bad. Well, my 2 goals are children are a blessing. So I have to work on having 3 children and all of their tracks completed by the end of the game. If I do not, then I lose 10 victory points. Okay. And then this one here is Lovebirds, romance. Finish all the romance sections. For each uncompleted section, lose 10 victory points. Or if you're playing as a single, you lose 5 victory points. At the end of the game, you may not select the social, personal, social goal, which is okay. So I think I'm going to do Lovebirds. I'm going to work on my my romance. We love that. Which romance is down here. So I do have to finish off the sections of the romance area, which is fun. And then I also have to work on doing these different opportunity kind of things here, which will be interesting. There's like a little opportunity track down here that allows you to trigger that track and whatnot. So, all right, let's get into this. Let's start my spiritual opportunist life. I will actually move the camera a little bit so you guys can better see everything that's happening here. And I'm going to eat my ice cream. I'm going to build a fun life here as Rosalie Sage. I'm all finished with Your Best Life, and amazing news, I really enjoyed it. I really want to play this again. Honestly, like, it's a very straightforward roll and write, or flip and write, I guess, where you're literally just marking off tracks. But if you really think about it, that's all like Hadrian's Wall is as well. It's just you are getting to marking those tracks in a slightly different way. Whereas this one, you're flipping over cards and choosing one card to take your actions with. Hadrian's Wall, you're using the different resources and stuff like that. But it's so much fun, and I think having these like different cards to kind of set you on your way, and you having your like character, you can play as yourself, you can kind of create this little story in your head of like the person that you're being, and you know, their job and like their goals and stuff in life. I ended up with a score of 226, which is not amazing. I think the threshold of even scoring is 200, and I panicked for a second because I got a score of 113 and I was like, oh no, I didn't even score. But then if you are playing singles, you have to multiply your score by 2 because you are, you know, going against people that are in couples, or you could be, so they actually have a score each. So as a single, you would just multiply your score by 2. Okay, so I'm gonna clean this up. And then I'm going to quickly learn habitats, and then I'll probably put on a YouTube video and just play habitats. I will kind of put you guys a little bit further away so you can see my board kind of grow, because I do, like I said, I think this is like a tile laying game. So yes, we're just gonna finish it off with a nice relaxing tile laying game. I think I actually did that last time too. I think I finished off the night with Dorf Romantic. So we're gonna finish off the night again with another tile laying game, and then I will bid you adieu, and then I'm gonna go and shower and get ready for the upcoming week. So yeah, I will see you guys in a second. All right, friends, so I am all finished with habitats, which I will say it was a little bit of a letdown. I don't know if they just didn't think through like the solo mode is fine, but it just felt like they didn't really put a lot of effort into the solo mode, because basically in the multiplayer game, You play over 3 years, and then at the end of each of those 3 years, you're gonna have 2 different objective tiles to score. And in the solo mode, you just don't have that option to have those like fun objective tiles. You are just taking 25 turns. You don't have the separate years. You're just taking 25 turns to move your little truck here. You're moving your truck to a tile to take it, placing it into your preserve, and then you are drawing a tile to replace where your truck was. So you're gonna move on to the tile that you're taking, and then wherever the empty spot is that you were before, that would be the place that you'd place a new tile. It's fun, it's very puzzly. It's a, you know, typical tile laying game where you're placing it and trying to place the tiles in specific places to get the most victory points. But I just felt like they didn't really pay attention too much to solo mode. There's not even I was having trouble actually figuring out how to play the solo mode because it just doesn't have anything about the solo mode anywhere in the rule book. You have to get this like solo mode thing here. Okay, so the one thing that I was thinking that I was just going to talk about is the fact that there wasn't any like scoring chart like with Cascadito, but there is on the back of the tile here. But this is like the only thing that they have in the box that even remotely helps you with the solo mode. You have this tile. It says this is the setup for the kind of area with your Jeep. It tells you where to put your Jeep. And then it says no gold tiles, 25 turns. Go. And then I guess on the back side here, we have scoring. So I ended up with a score of 53, which was the second worst, and it is Wildlife Ranger. You could also get Expert Ranger, Legendary Ranger, and King of the Jungle. So I think I'm going to keep this out, and I think I am going to end the vlog here. Hopefully you guys enjoyed. Hopefully this vlog is not as long as the other one, but I feel like these solo Sunday vlogs are probably going to be some of my longer videos, so hopefully you guys are okay with that. I think last week's or the last solo Sunday vlog that I did was like an hour long. So hopefully it's a nice video for you guys to just put on in the background while you're solo gaming. Hopefully if that's what you did here, hopefully you had a good solo gaming session. I had a very good solo gaming session. I think my ranking for the games, what did I like the best? I think I liked, I think number 1 is going to be Blueprints of Mad King Ludwig. Number 2 is going to be Your Best Life. Number 3, Trekking Through History. Number 4, Habitats. And number 5, Cascadito. So that is my ranking for today's Solo Sunday vlog. I do kind of want to keep like tally of all the games that I play on these videos, and then at the end of the year do like a whole ranking of all of the games that I played on Solo Sunday. Please let me know if you guys want me to do that, because that'd be a lot of fun. If I'm playing about 5 or 6 games per Solo Sunday, and I'm doing a Solo Sunday once per month, I would be doing like a ranking of 60 solo games at the end of the year. Just like a quick little ranking. I think that'd be fun, from my favorite to least favorite. Let me know if you want to see that. I would appreciate it. Leave a comment down below. But yeah, thank you guys so much for watching. Hopefully you enjoyed. If you did, please give this video a big thumbs up. Also hit the subscribe button down below if you've yet to do so. We'd love to have you here in the garden. Comment down below any games that you guys would like to see me play here on a Solo Sunday vlog. I love you guys so much. Remember, you are somebody's reason to smile, and I will see you in the next board game video. Bye friends.